All right, I'm Dom, and today I'm going to be talking about starting a business, or more specifically, the uncertainty in starting a business. A couple of months ago, I decided to go 100% into being a freelancer, a contractor, basically just being self employed, mainly because I got to a point where I felt that I was tired of having bosses and executive teams and multiple stakeholders. I just wanted to work with people and make amazing things. So the path of being self-employed and having my own company was quite evident. The thing is, there are two big unknowns. Number one, who are your customers? What are their needs? What are their wants? What problems are they trying to solve? Who are their end customers? And number two, where are they? Where are they? When you don't have a large network, it's kind of tough to reach out and find the right people or entice people to what you're doing. Therefore, it becomes a little bit scary. Nothing succeeds in the beginning. It gets a little bit tough. Because of that, you end up feeling like it could fail. But now I'm in a situation where jobs are starting to come in and people are interested in what I've got to offer. Super exciting. So I just wanted to share how I got there. Number one, stay focused. I kind of stepped into a place where I wanted to be a project and product manager. And that's sort of like my main road, if you want to think of it. Now, it's easy along that road, and it happened to me a few times, that you kind of look at a weird side street and you think, oh, maybe there's some customers over here, maybe some clients over here, or you go over here and you're like, oh, maybe there's a different offering. It's like, no, stay focused, stay on the road, keep going forward. Yes, it might be a case of there's no real success happening at the moment, but in that basic idea of what you are doing, keep true to it for now, and then all those other things can come later. Just write them down so you don't forget. Secondly is be consistent. Show up every day. Now, for me, what that looks like, it's increasing my LinkedIn network, finding online communities of people who are involved in startups or if they've got their own startup. It's creating content for my website. It's making videos like this and building portfolios and putting my ideas out there. Thirdly, I would say continually improve. I would try and deploy something as simply as possible, say a website. Start off with nothing, and the aim is not to have the most perfect thing ever. The aim is to have something. What I will do, and I call this technique 1-for-1, and it's to say, okay, I'm going to block an hour out, and within that hour, I'm going to make something only 1% better. Not to make it perfect, not to make it incredible or one of the best in class, just 1% better, a tiny little bit. What that looks like is, for example, rewriting your LinkedIn bio. So it's a little bit more snappier and a little bit more friendly. It's creating a banner for your LinkedIn, for example. It's rejigging or rewording your website. So it has a little bit more to it. Also, it can be building any templates or frameworks that you need that actually make the process a lot better. So, for example, I write a lot of proposals and I built a framework so that I can make sure I'm hitting key points whenever I write a proposal. Fourth, and this is probably quite tricky, it's avoid anxiety and frustration. It's a lot easier said than done, but you kind of need to do it. I surround myself with people I know are going to empower me. I make sure my goals are written out and make sure that I'm thinking about my goals rather than what's happening today or what's happening in this week. Keep my head in a space which is what's going to get me to a point of becoming successful rather than any kind of frustration of doing things over and over again. Like I said, you write hundreds of proposals, it gets a little bit much when you don't get anything back. And then lastly, which I think in everything you do, in anything you do, it's remember the bigger purpose. We all take big endeavors and make big changes because there is a big purpose behind it. For me, it was to find financial and professional independence, to not have my financial income or my decisions as a professional or my knowledge as a professional being connected to some other external place. That was my vision, that was my purpose, and everybody may have a different one, but don't forget it. Always keep it in mind. Every document I have, every to-do list I have, every piece of work I do, I make sure somewhere I put a line saying, This will get you to financial and professional independence. And that helped me a lot. It made me realize there is something bigger. When I'm sat there writing my 100th proposal that's not going to get a response, I keep a thing open that just says that one line, just to keep me focused and keep going at it. It will work. But all those 5 things together: stay focused, be consistent, continually improve, avoid anxiety and frustration, and remember the bigger picture, has got me to a place where work is coming in and I'm close to no longer relying on my savings to survive, and it's actually going to pay for my rent and bills, and then eventually it'll get me to a place where I can do bigger and better things. So I hope that helps somebody out there. I hope that's useful for someone. But, you know, if there's anyone out there who's also starting a new company and is also feeling a little bit like, oh, you know, all this stuff that I don't know, you know, do I have to know everything? I don't think you need to have to know everything. I think you just need to have those things there to say, I'm going to do something and I'm going to make it a little bit better every time. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to keep my mind in there. But let me know in the comments and tell me about your company. Tell me about your experiences and what helped you. You know, this is not a list that is finite. It can grow. It can, you know, be even bigger and help even more people. But anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, give me a like, because that was hugely useful, surely. Yeah? No? I think so. See you later. Bye.